Hello, folks. I've been trying to think of something I want to talk about, so I came up with women, health, and new technology. I'm not a major on any subject, but just want to touch on it, something to make you think, and knowledge is power. Disclaimer, of course, this is just entertainment, and just hopefully our children will learn this kind of stuff before it's too late, or learn it young. A lot of stuff. When I say women, I'm referring to a lot of black women. So today I'm going to start off with black women. And this is not going to all be pretty. But black women are the foundation of life. They're the goddesses, the queens of this planet. And that's coming out now. Everybody is starting to recognize and to give them some props. Even though black women have been through more than all the other women, they're getting some props. Thank God. We all are. It's just that time now. The black man is rising up again. Yahoo! And we're getting rid of all this barbaric garbage that we've been taught for the last 5,000, 7,000 years or whatever it is. So anyway, black women, under some of the worst conditions you can imagine, they still manage to thrive and rise. And they're raising their children by themselves, and they're doing a good job. We hear a lot of stuff about kids killing kids, gun violence, gang violence. Most of that is hype. Most of that it's unreal. Most of the stuff in this system is the white supremacy bubble. So, TV, news, movies, colleges, it's all the white supremacy bubble. So when you live in that bubble, it's hard to see outside that bubble. But like I said, it's coming out. But black women are doing a great job raising their children, even though we have high crime rates, which is intentional by this system. These kids are doing such a great job, and they're raised by single mothers. They're doing such an excellent job. So hats out to the black mothers. And keep going, keep doing what you're doing. Knowledge and wisdom, understanding, money, health, prosperity. What else? These are the things that we all should be focused on. I like the saying that I made up, at least I think I did. It says, if you're not focused on knowledge, wisdom, understanding, life, prosperity, health, mercy, God, then you're killing yourself. I mean, this is all we need to be focused on is this, basically what I mentioned, basically. Uh, but anyways, women are getting these high-paying jobs. They're buying their own homes. They're running their own business. Black women, I mean. And they're raising not just their children, they're raising their brother's kids or, their grandbabies and stuff like that. So hats off to the black women. Not only that, but they're dealing with a lot of issues like imprisonment, fathers, children, a lot of evil attacks on the media. But somehow they always seem to rise up. Did you see that? Stuff about black girl follow train? I mean, it's supposed to be the number one on TikTok, something like that. And white ladies, they were very pissed off about that because it's called Black Girl Follow Train. But black women always seem to survive, come up with some kind of ingenious move. Now, one of my issues with black women is I love black women and I don't like them at the same time. And it's very hard for me to explain. It's very hard for me to explain. But I'm going to try. If you go, well, first, black women like nice things like everybody else. They like you to spend money buying the best and, so they like to go to nice places. So if you go to a fancy restaurant, a business, a corporation, apartment complexes, you go to the rural areas or you go to the city, you're always going to see black women there. That's another ingenious. They're doing this like this. And so black women are doing these kinds of things. But if you go to a restaurant, I was saying earlier, you're going to see a nice restaurant, you're going to see a black woman working there. Now this is, it's a nice restaurant. Who doesn't want to work at a nice restaurant? But if you check her attitude, these are some of the problems that I have as a black male. If I walk into that restaurant or other black people, her attitude towards me as a black human it could be better. Now we all have to cater to this white bubble, supremacy bubble. But the day is coming where the white supremacy bubble will cater to us, But going in that restaurant and seeing how she treats the whites and Mexicans and all them, treat them like they are so intelligent and brilliant and loving and wonderful, and you know, then she comes to, and it's not just me, you know, she comes to our table and she's in a hurry or something. So this is one of the catchbacks of black women and black men. Let me make that clear. Also, when I go out and about in my day, this is another thing I have a problem with black women. When I go out and about in my day, and if I happen to talk to a black woman, she'll talk about the black youth. I'm a black youth advocate. I'm a black woman advocate. And I'm a black advocate in general. But if I go out in my day, black men, but I'm talking about black women, they will talk about the black youth. They talk about the black youth, and this hurts my heart, and I just want to walk away. They say stuff like they don't want to work, all they want to do is sell drugs. You know, they killing one another. They ain't no good. And as a black man, I'm sitting here listening to a black woman that gives birth to black children talk about these kids like they're creatures. And you know what one of the things is about that is this is how the system is set up. We have to fight for our children, not talk about them like they're some type of animals. There's so much pressure on our children, you know, not just themselves, but the family of the children, the father, the cousins, the mother, the male. You know, these mothers making two jobs just to make the money that some of these white women are making part-time. You know, and this is the thing about black women. They don't keep up with statistics and the facts of what's going on in this world, the plots. See, they been literally attacking the black youth for years, and it was and it is a plan to come after the black youth. We're not going to talk about black youth body parts and stuff, but you see the results of this attacking plan to this day. And but black women, by not being in tune to this type of information, they don't get it, you know. If you can, I mean, I really wish they were more in tune to the facts, the statistics, the laws, and the legislation, and you know what I'm trying to say. Then I think they would have a little more sympathy for the black youth. But you can't. I mean, I hear this a lot about the black youth, and you know, they are also a diversion. They're a diversion. We black people in general are just a diversion. You keep the news on the crime of the black people, the diversion, while these politicians are doing so much corrupt stuff. You guys heard it. Let's not talk about this white person. Let's put the news back on the black person. You know what I mean? The diversion. So we have to somehow get this knowledge into our women. And you got chief of police, women, you got mayors. They know how to do their job good, but they there's still a lot of them that could use some knowledge, other kind of knowledge. They cut the school programs, they cut the after school programs, they tore down the parks, and I'm freestyling. So this is what black women need to talk about, instead of talking about they're criminals, and this doesn't help any of us. But in general, black women are doing a great job, and we also need more programs for black women. Not only did they cut this stuff for the kids, they cut it for adults, they cut it for black women. Now they're talking about abortions, and I don't know what else, but we need more black women associations, and we need health programs for black women, specifically for black women, because our DNA is different. Chinese, Japanese, Puerto Rican, white. Our DNA is different. So we need this directly for black women. And black women are really doing a great job. I mean, they're not on mainstream TV. You have to get on the internet apps to really see how they are striving. I think a couple of years ago, black women were the highest educated people of all the people, men included. There's something like that. They were getting these degrees and all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna keep climbing. Things are getting better. We got a ways to go, but we got to get the knowledge. How do you get the knowledge? Well, you're not going to get knowledge from TV. One of the biggest things we're able to get knowledge from is books and the internet now. But TV, that bubble is going to put your mind in a state that's really destructive. It may not affect you at that moment, but as years pass on, you're going to begin to feel it and realize it. The magazines, they print magazines to confuse us. Books, magazines, all over the world, to confuse us, not to educate us, to keep our mind in a state of problems and inferiority and confusion. But we got to keep going. I encourage everybody to get on the internet. There's so many apps now. They get on the internet and to invent. The black women are. There's black women that's killing the clothing design game. They're popping out. Of course, sports, but invent. Get on the internet and invent something. A program, just like the Black Girl Follow Train. BLM. so many more. But I'm going to do a lot of videos about black women, and I'm just freestyling again. I'm going to try to get some facts so that I could give to you black women. But the birth rate of black children is bad, and somebody can look into. And a lot of stuff we're going through today is a plan that was put together 30, 50 years ago. So that's why the knowledge is important. And I'm not talking about our education from some college, because a college is not gonna teach us certain knowledge. They can't. The TV can't tell us certain things. The news can't tell us certain things. So you gotta look in the back for the knowledge. You gotta dig up under that pile for the knowledge. And I'm gonna always say stuff. Knowledge. We gotta get this knowledge. Anyhow, I've said way more than I want to. I'm going to end this video. I'm trying to build up members and clienteles and whatever you call it. So like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, get knowledge, take care of yourself. I'm going to talk about health, I think, next. Touch it, just a little touchy stuff. Love one another. Make a way, keep going. Pray when you walk, pray when you drive, pray when you sleep, pray when you wake up, pray when you eat. Pray. Prayer is it's a major thing that we need to do. We should do. Pray without ceasing. These are things that will change not only your life but the world. The last thing before I go, I thought of this the other day. We were taught to think worldly. We were taught to think like the world bubble. But we need to think universally. By universally, I mean the universe, the skies, the stars, the air, the moon, the sun, the vegetation, the universe. Not when we think worldly, that's what we're limited to. But when we think universally, include all of this, the universe, in everything we do, we'll get greater knowledge and greater understanding. So, I wish you all a wonderful day. Keep moving forward. God bless you. Love you. Take care.